Well, I just heard from Amber Lawley. I want to take this time to thank them for sponsoring our shows last week. They called to let me know that my subscribers bought a lot of their CBD lotion. I was really happy to hear that. As their way of saying thank you to my subscribers, they are now offering you this deal. For every 3 items you buy, the 3rd item will be free. That's right. So every time you buy 3 items, the 3rd item is free. Just use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and the 3rd item is free. One thing I've learned about this lotion, not only does it help with joint pain as well as muscle pain, but man, it makes your skin really smooth. So as an added bonus, not only does it help with joint and muscle pain, it also helps out with making your skin very smooth. An added bonus. So go on over there to Amber Lawley. And remember, for every 3 items you buy, the 3rd one is free when you use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y. Go check them out.
Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? All right, let's get back to Iraq. There's not a whole lot going on in the news, but the parts that are there are pretty important. We will cover that. I just want to quickly remind everybody that by tomorrow I will be heading out. That's right. Heading out to St. Petersburg, Florida. So come on out and meet us. It's over there at the hangar. The address is right there up on your screen. Just pause it and write it down. It's free to join. So come on over. The Hangar Restaurant. I'll be there with Litecoin Lisa. I'll be there with Clint Westwood. Rice will be there. There's a ton of other YouTubers that will be there. So come on over and hang out. It's free to do so. All right. And give us a chance to do a meet and greet. I will have some goodies to hang out for the ladies if you want to pop up. Come through, say hi, have a drink. Hey, folks, just a quick reminder that back in 2008 and 9, a lot of people lost all of their retirement savings in their 401ks and IRAs because they did not own gold and silver. Yeah, that's right. Gold and silver protects you from a market crash. So do yourself a favor, protect your retirement by purchasing gold and silver. You can go to moneymetals.com, reach out to them, and they will help you set yourself up to protect you and your family from having to start all over from scratch. If you're a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and they will send along with your order a free half ounce of silver. So folks, do yourself a favor, head on over to moneymetals.com and protect you and your family from a market crash, as well as inflation. That's right. Head on over to Money Metals when you want to buy gold and silver. Keep in mind, if you're a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and you will get a free half ounce of silver. Hey, right now, a special offer for my audiences only. You have a chance to win 100 free American Silver Eagles. That's over $3,000 in value. And all you have to do is enter your email to win. That's it. That's right, there's no obligations to purchase. The link is down below in the description, so head on over there, enter to win. Yeah, between now and December 31st of this year to enter. The only way you can for sure not win 100 silver American Eagles is by not entering at all. So do yourself a favor and enter your email so you have a chance to win. So here we go. It's a pretty long article. It says Iraq awaits the federal courts to resolve the thorny controversy over the election results. It is too early to talk about a vacuum, but the country is facing an imbalance that will turn into a constitutional crisis unless the matter is resolved. You have those individuals who are huge supporters of the Al-Fatah group, and those are the Iranian-backed puppets. Despite the continuation of political movements of the winning parliament blocs in the Iraqi election, with the aim of forming the largest bloc in parliament, the controversy continues over the election results and the delay of the federal Supreme Court approving them as a result of the appeals submitted by the Al-Fatah group. So the Supreme Court has delayed it for another week before they announce the final results of the election. And once that's finally out of the way, we could see Sadr. We could look forward to Sadr starting to form his government. I'm curious to see what kind of government he puts together. I hope he takes his nationalist approach and just does what he can to help the people of Iraq. Now, people keep talking to me and say, Pimpy, didn't you say Sauter was a guy that spoke about the rate exchange? Yes, he brought it up. He was upset that they devalued the currency when they did it last year, saying that it affected poor people. He doesn't like that. This is a man who's a religious leader. So again, he wasn't very thrilled when the devaluation of the dinar affected the poor communities. So one of the things he spoke about during his campaign was changing the exchange rate to, at the very least, going back to where it was. So in here, the article is pretty long, as you can see right here, but basically what it covers is saying, look, the courts are not going to be influenced by any political parties. They will not feel pressured. It looks to me, or it appears to me, according to these articles, that they've already made up their mind. I think what they're weighing out right now is how to minimize the amount of damage from those individuals who disapprove of the court's ruling in this election if it doesn't go their way. The last thing we need as investors in Iraq is for civil unrest and the country all of a sudden not being so stable. I think ISIS would pick up on something like that, and then the next thing you know, you got to deal with ISIS. So the article goes on to say, look, the coordinating framework doesn't really have any grounds to stand on. They know they're beat, but they're just delaying in hopes that it'll give them time to reach out to the other political blocs and try to convince them to switch over and join together in their alliance so that they could try to take the lead from Sauter's group to forming the government. I don't think that's going to happen, but you never know. We've seen weirder things happen during elections. Government advisor, the white papers is closer to an economic constitution. Now, remember when they first were talking about the white papers, Saleh, the gentleman who helped put it together? In order for these to be successful in our country, all governments, from once it's implemented till it's over with, are going to have to see to it that indeed the reform paperworks are being followed. You can see right here, he pointed out the white papers require patience, determination, and a will to build the country's future in stability and development, and it is clear to an economic constitution. The paper achieved something clear last year from adopting a roadmap towards the broader reform path. And this is what we can clearly expect to adopt in maintaining and consolidating Iraq's economic future without retreat. Yeah, I'd like to see him get out of Chapter 7 and see what happens from there. That's for dang sure. So although this article is pretty long, just to put it in a nutshell, like I said, they continue to do what they can to delay the final results being announced. This way, then they have more time to try to butter up or kiss up or do what you need to do to gain the alliance of other blocs so that they can form the government instead of Sauter. So when Sauter is in there and he starts forming his government, I'm curious to see exactly who he picks, because that's going to tell us a whole lot moving forward. So like I was saying, there's not a whole lot going on. I mean, the article is long. Not Islam, calm down. Is a long article. So again, this video is going to be very short. I just want to let you guys know, look, there's not a whole lot going on. There really isn't. It's just just the appeals that are being looked into. And right now, the Supreme Courts are saying that they're not going to give the results for another week, because it's kind of hard for Parliament to resume until the election results are announced. So they're just kind of sitting there dead in the water. But as soon as the Supreme Court makes its ruling, then we'll see from there. I don't know about you, but I'm absolutely ready to see what kind of government we get in there and what's going to happen once we pull our troops out. And hopefully for them to get out of Chapter 7. Anyways, that's it, you guys. Not a whole lot like I was saying, but I do appreciate you tuning in. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel. And I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later. I'm out.